What up, everyone? Welcome to Encoded.
Yes,
This
sir.
is my guy Quality.
Yes, sir.
This is Gilbert right here.
Yes, sir.
New beginnings, 2023, ending the year, right?
Yes, sir.
It's been a while since we back at this, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's good to be back, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I was
man.
looking forward for this new chapter of Encoded to reunite with you again. I know we had a
Definitely.
recording years ago,
Facts.
but it's always good to touch back.
Definitely.
A lot of time passes.
Definitely.
Your life changes, my life changes.
Right.
So we want to talk about where you at now. Where you at from where last time I saw you to now.
Man.
Introduce yourself a little bit. What's your
Okay.
background?
Nah, you good, bro. Well, I'm Quality. Man, for those 3 years, well, I'm born and raised Brooklyn, New York. Um, Artist, songwriter, producer, a lot of those good things. But I wanted to say, bro, like these 3 years, man, since I first shoot with Encoded, man, it was always something unique that you did when it come to the interview. You real cut deep with the art, cut deep with the details of the music, and that's why I'm excited to see what you got today. I don't know no questions he's asking me today, but I'm all for it, man. So in those 3 years, man, more music, writing a lot, more just branding, made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Lived a lot of life, took a lot of trips, experienced a lot of stuff. And I'm here, man. I'm an open book today, man. So I'm
I
here to
like that.
tell
I
it
like
all.
that.
Yeah.
So let's get into the music. You dropped the album.
Yes,
Do you
sir.
want to call it an album or mixtape or project? How would you define it?
I've been told since I'm underground,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna call it project. I'm not gonna call it an album. I just call it a project, But I did make it in intentions of being an album, so to speak. But since it's indie and since it's underground, the public don't see it as an album, so it's just a project. Or if you want to call it a mixtape, whatever. But I just call it my personal body of work. That's what I want to call it, a body of work.
Respect.
Yeah, that's what it is, a body of work.
So it's called Why Would I Stop? It's
Yeah.
available, on streaming platforms, Apple Music, Spotify, etc.
Yeah.
The name, Why Would I Stop? Where did it come from?
Originally I had another title
Mhm.
for it, but my brother Tariq, he was one of the executive producers and A&Rs of the project. He was just like, "Yo, bro, the music that you got right now it doesn't fit the title." And it made sense at first. I was like, when you're an artist, or even not even an artist, when you so locked into something and somebody try to tell you something different, you like, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then it kept ringing in my head. It stuck with me. So I'm like, all right, okay, why is he saying that? So one day I literally woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, why would I stop? And it makes so much sense because it just ties into life, my life right now. I've been doing this music thing. I started in 2016. I started releasing records in 2017, and I know I've gotten better. I know I've gotten better. I've performed. I've seen so many things. So much progress has been made. So I'm like, why would I stop now? You know what I'm saying? I'm so much closer to the goals and to the dreams and to everything I've envisioned. So I just wanted to title it Why Would I Stop? And I wanted it something that everybody could attach to, a community could attach to that. And I think a lot of people in all fashions of the world could attach to that statement. Why would I stop? So that's why I named it that.
Never stop.
Yeah.
I feel like what's helped you a lot, from my opinion, is the transition of course, moving to the city. Like compared to like when you started like your music process of becoming an artist, like this could have been like, of course, years in the making.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that you started back in school when we were together in Buffalo.
Facts.
You started getting your little audience.
Yep.
Stuff like that.
Little.
And
now I'm just like,
and then you transition to the city.
Yeah.
You have access to more connections, possibly studios,
Yeah.
networking events too. So
yeah,
I feel like it's a good transition and a good place to be at right now.
yeah. And to add to that, it wasn't the transition was not easy. I tell you that right now.
Yeah.
I even say it in the music, in the first project. I mean, the first song, the line when I was like, when I graduated school, I was depressed. Shit hard for me to talk about. So I felt like during the time when I graduated, through the period of that 4-year period from 2019 to 2023, I felt like the uncle that had his glory days that passed him. Like, you got that uncle or aunt that talk about college, how it's the best years of their
Yeah.
life and shit like that. And I felt like I was becoming that. And it took so much time. It took so much different things, so much different people, so much experiences for me to finally catch and get out of that whole thing of, yo, college was a time. That was an amazing time for me. 4 years of greatness. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the best years of my life. But now I'm making the best years of my life now. You know what I'm saying? This is the next phase. But at first I didn't have that mindset, man. I didn't know how to, I didn't figure it out. All I did was just keep going. I kept going. I kept working. I kept going. And now we here, man. Now college it is the past, but it's a part of my past. It's not something that I reflect on in the sense of.
Part of your story too.
Right. It's a part of my story. It's not something I reflect on like, oh, those was the best days of my life and every day now is the worst. You know what I'm saying? I don't think about it like that. Now it's like, yo, I'm in the city now. My next goal is, okay, whatever I did in college, use some of those skills and use some of those things I've learned and develop there, bring it here, and you feel me, and control what I can control, you know.
And sometimes too, like speaking about transitioning from places, it could be tough also because, you made that bit at the time, of course, more comfortable in Buffalo. You had a support system, you had your peers.
Yeah.
You was working, performing in school as well.
Yeah.
So you had a certain, I guess, sequence of events that allowed you to be supported, be more comfortable with your own skin too.
1,000%.
Whereas you come to the city after so many years away, you'd be like, damn, like, how can I get that engagement again? How can I promote myself in a different way? Because, in college is a closer community.
Right.
And you have access to so many people within your reach,
Correct.
So that I could see how as an artist that could also be a transition phase that could be a little challenging.
Correct. I felt like just another analogy, I felt like the college quarterback. You know what I'm saying? The star quarterback in college. And then I'm in the NFL, so to speak. NYC's the NFL. And I'm talking about, yo, I used to kill in college. And niggas is like, yo, that shit don't matter. We here in the NFL. Whatever you did in college, that shit don't trend. It don't matter. It's about what you're doing now. Yeah. And I had to get out of that phase. It took some time, a lot of self-development and improvement. And we here now, man. So it was not easy, but shit, that's where that project, Why Would I Stop? This project right now, that was the project that I needed to make to transition for me to realize, okay, I'm here in the city now. This is where I'm at. This is where the flag is planted. It's time to work. That's pretty much it. Yeah.
How long would you say it took you to create this project? Like whether it's like the inspiration from like the start of it to like creating the music, going through the process, rolling it out.
So I'm one of those artists, bro, where I be sometimes this time I'm working on, but I'll be working on like 4 different projects at a time. And which is something I am working on. But right now, currently, Why Would I Stop? The title only came literally probably like a couple of weeks before I dropped it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But these songs that I made were all different time periods, different years. I just name a couple of records. Like A New Era came literally like 2-3 weeks before I dropped the project. So that was a 2023 record. I'm Back. I wrote that in 2022. Bandit, I made that 2019 when we was in college. So these were all different records from different times and periods of my life that we sat together, picked it piece by piece. Cause I got probably like over like 60, 70 songs I haven't released yet. Okay. Get what I'm saying? And we had to sit down and really piece these things together. And shout out to MJ and Todd. They did a great, amazing job piecing this shit together. And that's how everything came together. So it wasn't like it took me 4 years to make this project, but it did. But it wasn't my intention.
Indirectly, in a sense.
Indirectly, exactly. Because some of these other records were supposed to be on different projects. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got something new. I can't say it, but yeah, I will. But I'm working on something new right now, but that's coming later on. But I do got an EP coming. I even say it's called On the House 2. So I did number 1. On the House 2 is like just basically it's just a appreciation project for the supporters that's been listening to me. It's like, yo, man, I got some of these records that didn't make the project, so I just want to land them somewhere. So that's what it's about. So some of these records were supposed to be, on other projects, but that's how everything came. So technically, it really took me 4 years to make this project. Technically,
So question with what you mentioned. So would you say creating the content, the music, it's harder than selecting the songs to go in a project? Or would you say it's the other way around?
That's a good question, bro.
Just thought about it right now
too. Definitely putting a song on a project, man.
So selecting
Selecting
the A&R aspect.
The A&R aspect. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm super, super transparent. That is not my strength. Knowing what the hit is, knowing what song to go here, transitions. I could work on it. I'm not saying I'm poor at it, but that's why this project, why would I stop? I put people in position. I started to realize, all right, cool, Qual. Let me focus on what I can control and focus on my strength, which is the writing. Give my brothers the records. Yo, I need your help to sequence these records. What you think? Blah, 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 blah. Like, of course, I have my taste too. Like, all right, I think this should go here. But for the most part, I let them do their thing, and I didn't micromanage. So it's easy for me to make the records, and I put people in position to do those things, because that's just like any business, man. You can't wear 50 hats at all times and think your business is going to thrive, man. You got to put people in position to do, things that you're not strong at. So that's not a strength of mine, man. Sequencing records, knowing what the hit is. Nah, man. I just like to do the easy part, which is writing the records, man.
That's good, man. Yeah. You sound like you got a team, and I co-sign that.
I appreciate it, bro.
As a business, I've learned, of course, through the processes of the years, you kind of need a team, bro.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's hard to be the forefront of something and wear 50 different hats.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool at first because you get to learn different aspects of that business or things that you never learned before.
Yeah.
But eventually, as you expand and grow, it's like it becomes a lot.
Yeah.
And then it minimizes what you really want to focus on, which is the content, which is the music, which is the output. You know what I mean?
I agree. 1,000%.
So that's good, and it comes with trust too.
Oh, man.
Because you can't just be anyone.
Hey, you're right, and that's another hard part. Finding who's the right people for the job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's another thing. But I'm good on reading, people. You know what I'm saying, in the sense of, I guess, knowing what certain people are good at and what they're not, but also too giving them the leeway to be like, yo, man, I don't limit nobody. Yo, bro. Ty ain't never I know he gonna watch this. Ty, he ain't never sequenced a project ever. But I just knew, us growing up together since high school, I know he always been a musically inclined guy.
Based on conversation.
Like
right.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, listen, let me put you in position. This is a new thing for you, but you'll figure out your way. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So with your recent project,
yes,
Why Would I Stop?
Mm-hmm.
For me, my standout songs for me is Rookie of the Year.
Let's get into it. Okay.
And I'm Back.
Wow.
And I hit you off top of the mic that the reasons why I like I'm Back is because I feel like you brought a different dynamic than like your previous music.
Yeah.
It was I guess I want to say more gritty.
Yeah.
But it was also storytelling.
Yeah.
It was a blend of both.
Yeah.
It has some I would say some Joe inspirations like within the sound.
Okay.
But you also indirectly address things, which is good, and you put yourself in a vulnerable position as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's when the music really reflects the best, in my opinion, when you're vulnerable, when you're willing to attack things.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about those songs you would say in the project?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with Rookie of the Year, and I'm gonna say I'm Back last. So Rookie of the Year, produced by my brother Malik. He got a couple of different producer names, so I'm not sure if he what producer name you want to go under, but at the time his producer name was Jaddick. But my brother Malik, we went to high school together as well. He made that beat. I made that record 2020, Rookie of the Year, but I changed the first verse this year because Ty was like, yo, bro, the first verse, he told me, yo, you need to work on it. And shit like that. Stuff like that I need. Stuff like that. That's where the trust is at. And I trust him. You know what? All right, bet, let me work on it. So Rookie of the Year just was just a stamp of approval for myself. I know us as people and human beings, we sometimes we like to seek the validation from others to continue to keep going. And I'm not perfect. I still be seeking validation. Like, y'all need people to tell me my shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't hurt to hear that your shit is dope. I don't care what nobody say. But for the most part, Rookie of the Year was definitely a record that I wanted to stamp. I didn't want nobody to tell me I was the Rookie of the Year. I wanted to tell myself that. I wanted to set an expectation for myself, something for me to live up to, which is even more challenging. But I set that record. I wanted to let the people know that I am New York cities or New York in general rookie of the year. I'm going to put in the work. I'm working hard. I'm in the studio. I'm making records. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing videos. I'm doing everything I can to put myself in position to be, you know, the rookie of the year, to be, you know, deemed y'all champion, if that makes sense. So, yeah, that was the essence of that record, just stamping of approval of myself and letting the city know that something new is coming, and I'm here. Now I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah, man. First off, shout out my boys. His gram is called Trey Collin. I'm not sure his producer name, but he made that beat. He followed me. I forgot how we even followed each other. I just went through his page. I'm always listening to beats. That's one thing I always do. I'm always looking for it. What's the next vibe? And I'm not trying to stay stagnant in a certain sound. I think a lot of people think I could be like a boom bap kind of guy, but I'm really not. I just love to hear if it sounds fire, I'm with it. That's the type of guy I am, type of artist. Like, I wouldn't consider myself like a boom bap kind of rapper or whatever, but whatever. But yeah, I heard the beat. It was different, like you said.
Was it like a first listen kind of feel?
First listen, I was like, this is it.
I could tell, okay.
This is it. This is what I need. This was first, what's so funny? I'm Back was actually supposed to be the intro, like the intro. Because I was like, no, I want to like.
That would have been the stamp.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it was.
I like the placement of it though.
Yeah. I didn't play. So you know what's funny? So you know how you say it's rookie of the year, then I'm back. I actually, when I listen to it, I'd be like, damn, I actually wanted I'm back, then rookie of the year. Todd did rookie of the year, then I'm back. Because he was like, yo, bro, I want you to like, I wanted people to listen like, yo, bro, I'm rookie of the year. And then they hear I'm back. That's what so I was like, you know what? I trust it. But I always say, damn, I don't know, man. I should have did I'm back. But anyway, I heard the beat, bro, and I'm like, this is it. It was gritty, aggressive. And I don't know if I know people know me for the Lady Records, or, that one of my Lady Records is my biggest record, if you look at my Apple Music and Spotify, which I'm cool with that. But I got a side of me too that's, definitely assertive, and I feel like every man should have that side of them. You got to be assertive. You don't need to be a gangster, but you need to be assertive. And that's how I wanted this record to feel. I wanted people to feel my assertion like, I'm back in the city. I know I was in Buffalo, but I'm back now. This is a new guy. It's a new time. It's a new era. I'm here. And I wanted to address also to everybody that thought I stopped making music, or I just was doing other stuff, but not all that time that I wasn't dropping, I was still recording. I was still writing. And I'm proud of myself that I did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud that I ain't stopped working, bro. Like, you feel me? That's why this project, bro, is so like, it's emotional for me, that like, I just didn't quit, bro. So many things and so many opportunities I could have quit. So many people quitted on me. You know what I'm saying?
It's easy to quit.
It's easy too.
Yeah.
So I'm Back is so special. It's actually one of my favorite records on the project because it just stamps, bro. Every time I press play on that shit, bro, it just get me in a mode. I needed a record that, like, say if you're a boxer,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You need me to come out with you.
Yeah.
That's that type of record. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Creed, Rocky, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm Back was all about, man. Just letting people know I'm back. I ain't stopped doing music. I'm here, man. So it's a special record, man. I hope people, they watch this shit, man. Check that record out, man. It's a goodie, man.
Well, first listen, I'm like, oh, quality's on this? I like that. It's a different side of you. I like that, bro. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, last thing too. I had my boy, the guy, because it's like my boy Mel Doro, shout out my brother, man. He was he's talking, it's kind of like he like amping me up. You know what I'm saying? Giving me
in the beginning of the song.
Right, the beginning of the song. Him giving me a pep talk. You get what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to put that pressure. You get what I'm saying? So I literally was in the studio because he recorded his verse for Humble Beginnings on the project. But I was like, yo, bro, he got his voice to me. He just got such a captivating voice. So I'm like, yo, bro, I need you to talk on this record. Just give me like an intro vibe. And he killed it. And yeah, man, shout out my guy, man. He helped me take it to the next level, and he was in the music video as well. So shout out my brother, man.
The music video, I liked it. I had a feeling that was gonna be the song that had the video.
Yeah.
The song gave me single vibes,
Yeah.
Like that's the song you want to push.
Yeah.
You have, of course, the Fly Kif New York jacket.
Yeah. I was gonna wear that today. But I was like, I'm chilling today. I'm chilling.
Mix in the city. So I like that. I like the scenery.
Yeah.
That was in Queens or Brooklyn?
That was actually Brooklyn Bridge.
facing Manhattan, right?
Right. That was by the Carousel, Brooklyn
Gotcha.
Bridge Park. Yep, down there.
The lighting was dope, nighttime
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
I like that you had a couple people with you.
Yeah,
Again,
yeah,
team,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah, man. People support me, man, and I gotta just continue to do my best to realize that, because I started this shit out, bro. Ain't nobody told me to do this. Like, no one told me, yo, Quay, you should do music. You should rap.
Yeah.
I had to do all of this shit by my dolly. So everybody that you see support me and a fan of me, that ass is built, not bought, bro. Like, I'm proud of myself for that, man. I ain't buy none of this shit. I didn't had to like do no weirdo shit to get this type of support. I just was being me the entire time. So shout out to everybody that's a fan and that support me. Real shit.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna deep dive a little bit right here.
Yo, come on, bro. I'm here, man.
So
It's Liddy.
when it comes to music, your creative process, do you feel like what do you find more challenging, like creating hooks or verses for you as a creator?
It's a good question.
Because I know there's artists that just
No, you good.
artists that just rap and they'll leave the hook to either another artist or like
Yeah.
a sample, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And there's artists that do both. So I feel like there's probably different processes in creating that. There's artists that also create the verse and later on work on the hook,
Yeah.
or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So what's your process behind that?
What is more challenging? I'm gonna answer two, because you had two questions in a sense.
Mhm.
What's more challenging? I think it depends. So say, for example, I feel like if I make the verses before I make the hook, that makes the hook more challenging. I don't know how to explain it. Like, because if you got a hook, I guess it makes it easier. Because if your hook is already catchy, you get what I'm saying? Sometimes you could, I'm not saying you could be lazy and say whatever you want, but if you got a catchy hook, and all right, cool, like you could kind of go off, you kind of got like a template, like, okay, I could go off whatever my hook is talking about, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? But if you just got verses, you like, damn, okay, I don't know. I'm like, damn, I don't know what the hook is. But for me to make hooks, I do this thing where I'll listen to the melody, whatever melody is a part of the beat. I'll try to mimic it. So I don't know. I don't know how to explain. I just use the melody of say if they got like a piano, I'll try to follow like the melody of the piano and put words to the piano, if that makes sense. To make it easier for me. I don't know. Like, yeah, it depends sometimes if the hook, the verse is challenged, because writing a verse is not really challenging. But then sometimes writing a hook is, man. So sometimes it just depends. But the process for me, sometimes the hook comes. Once the hook come, all right, cool. That's what I was saying. Once the hook come, it makes the verses easier.
Yeah, because you could just bounce with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but if I just got verses, I'm not saying it makes the hook harder. You just like, damn, I don't know where to go.
A theme that makes it
right. I got to make a theme. I have to fit a theme so it kind of makes it a little bit more challenging if I already got the verses done. So it's a flip flop for me, honestly.
Do you feel like you have to, so being as an independent artist, do you feel like you kind of have to cater to music that's trendy now, like in terms of the style of music?
That's a good question.
Or do you feel like you still want to push your own creative sense, like, oh, people listen to quality, oh, he don't sound like nobody else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think that's such a good question, bro, because I feel like that's where I think I've been doing so much studying, man, and listening to so much podcasts and listening to so much music. I'm starting to realize that, man, your originality is your asset. Because if you think about it, right, I'm just throwing names out there. Playboy Cardi.
Yeah.
The Weeknd.
Yeah.
Bryson Tiller. What's the other singer guy? He got the song, I knew bitch, like Halle Berry. What's his name? Fuck. I know I should know. Brent Fayez.
Yeah.
These guys, I'm gonna say a women too, because I don't Beyonce or Nicki Minaj. These guys and women, they have their own distinct sound. You get what I'm saying? Preferably, I'm gonna say specifically like a Playboy Cardi or like The Weeknd. Especially The Weeknd, like he has a certain sound. You get what I'm saying? Like
more than a vibe too.
Right. So I think it's about your originality, man. And I feel like what I want to do is follow that. I follow originality. Like, yo, you can't get this sound nowhere else unless you come to me. You get what I'm saying? So like, You can't get the sound. You can't get the sound nowhere else except for me. That's how I try to do it. It's kind of like you make a monopoly, and it's business though. At the same time, like, what's another thing I could say that makes sense? Like fast food French fries.
Yeah.
Popeyes French fries don't taste like McDonald's French fries.
No, distinct.
It's distinct. You get what I'm saying? So if you want Popeyes French fries, where you got to go? To Popeyes. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's what I want to do with my music. If you want that type of sound, you got to come to me. So to answer your question, no, I'm not going to chase the sound that's current right now. But if I do, I don't mind getting on a feature and flexing the creativity and flexibility of how I am as a writer. Because I feel like if you're a writer, you could write on anything. You could write to anything. Yeah. So, but I'm going to still do my best to kind of create my own sound. You know, that's what I want to do. I want to go down and having my own sound and not chasing the trends, man, because trends die, man. So your originality, I think, stays forever.
So I know that, like, being an artist, sometimes it could be hard to separate, like, being a fan of other musicians versus looking at them as competition too.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the current music scene in, like, New York right now? You know, you have a lot of drill rappers.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke made that kind of trendy, at least for that time period to now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you have a lot of up and coming artists. Like, you know, you have Brooklyn artists that cater more towards like the drill scene, whereas you have Bronx artists that do a lot of like Jersey club kind of music.
Yeah.
So how do you compare that to like yourself, and then how do you see where it's going in terms of like music in general in New York?
I think it's that's a good question. I think it's an age thing, bro. Like my little brother, he's 16 turning 17. So he's listening to that. Okay. Like that music, like whether it be the Brooklyn drill, or I think it's an age thing. It's like the younger they are, that's a younger sound. Not saying I'm old, I'm 26. You know what I'm saying? But still, like they got that type of sound, like what's the guy named I think he be making beats too. I know his name, Cash Cobain or something like that.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I know my little brother, they into those types of sounds and shit like that. So I don't look at it as competition because we're not doing the same thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
We're not in the same lane. We're not making the same type of music. It would be a competition if we were making same type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Which I'm cool with that. I'm cool with like a friendly competition because it makes us both better. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't look at it as competition. I just look at it as art as art. If it's fire, it's fire. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I don't. Yeah, that's my response to that, for real. But the New York music scene, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't have an answer to that. I don't really know what the New York music scene is. It's so different. It's so much different avenues.
Yeah.
You know, you got drill, you got the Jersey, you got man, I don't know.
I feel like for me, like I find it a little, I guess it's in a weird space, I would say. I feel like, you know, you could compare drill. You could be like, oh, you know, that inspiration came from the UK.
Yeah.
Drill that came from down south or Chicago. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm trying to see if New York could create that sound that is a New York sound. Because I feel like back then you had that.
1,000%. I agree with you 1,000.
You know, stuff like that.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Even Nicki coming up, you know.
Correct.
Cardi, but you know, she's not as active, I feel, with music.
Yeah.
I feel like A Boogie could have been the one. He comes and goes, I feel.
Yeah.
Pop Smoke could have been the one.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know.
Yeah, right.
Gone. So I feel like, I don't know, it's in a weird transition, I feel. So I feel like there's not really like a true identity.
Yeah. That
identifies like, oh, you know, New York sounds like this.
Right.
So it's tough, I feel.
Yeah, it's tough. And I'm glad you said that because that's the same thing, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think of that same way. Like, what is our sound? Or it sounds like this, it sounds like that. And I think that's where artists like me, I'm not going to say I'm the only guy, but that's where artists like me, this is where we come in and we trying to create our own originality sound. I'm not making music. I'm not making drill records. I'm not making the Jersey records. Nothing wrong with it. I love them. Listen to them. But I'm just trying to create something different.
Yeah. Something
original, something that I love, and something I could attach myself to. So hopefully, that's why this project and whatever else I make, people attach to it and be like, yo, that's some New York shit right there. That's a New York sound. But I feel like if we just gonna be honest, man, New York, man, I think we lost our identity, if I'm being honest.
I agree.
You know, we lost our identity. We want to sound like we chasing trends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What we doing, I ain't gonna lie, I want to be very careful what I say.
Yeah.
But we doing a lot of stuff where we taking other nigga shit and we making it our own.
Yeah, that's how.
You know what I'm saying? That's what shit really happening for real. You get what I'm saying? Like we taking other things and then making our own and doing what we do, that's cool too. If you think about it, like, yo, you take somebody's shit and then you kind of make it bigger than them. It's foul, but it's, but now it's time for us to create some type of originality because drill is not ours. It originated where it was grime, right? In UK. You feel me? That's Jersey's music is obviously not ours. It's Jersey's music, so it's just time to create something new. And hopefully, man, that's why I'm like, man, I'm gonna keep waving the originality flag. Hopefully, I know it'll come in time where they'll catch the wave, and it'll be more artists like me, and we're gonna pave the way to create a sound that's New York, but still global in a sense,
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty, bro.
Yeah, bro.
So I would say, like, listening to your music in the past, like, I know you've collaborated with like women singers in your music.
Facts.
Would you say there's a preference in regards to that, like in terms of collaboration? Like, you prefer like like a singer to a rapper song rather than like a rapper, or like what would be more comfortable for you? You would say.
I'll do anything because if you listen to Why Would I Stop, I got two singers, female singers, and then I got a female rapper. Shout out Empath T, Tiana Simone, and Jasmine T. So I just gotta think you dope. That's what it boiled down to. Okay. You gotta be dope, male or female. To me, I gotta like your music. I gotta like what you stand by, and also too, I'm gonna be real. Like, it's easier for me to make music with somebody I actually fuck with.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we cool. I don't mind doing a record with somebody I don't know, or like we don't have a relationship. No, I don't. You know what I'm saying? We doing music for the art, but I know the music is better when we actually together and we actually have some type of relationship. Every artist that was on my project, we were in the studio together.
That's dope. You don't see a lot of that nowadays.
Yeah, man. I'm big on that. You know what I'm saying?
Part of the chemistry too.
Right. I'm big on that. I want to see the magic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I know I'm doing this music shit, but I'm still a fan of it. I still want to see how shit is made. I still, you know what I'm saying? I still fuck with the behind the scenes shit. I'm still a fan of that shit. So I'm going to be there. Like, even if I'm not recording that day, Tiana, I seen her singing the preparation, the capture. We got some other shit. I seen Mel record the verse. I seen Jasmine. I seen it all. So it's no preference when it comes to whether male or female, a singer, rapper. I'll even work with, I want to do something new I haven't done yet. Actually, I think I've done it before, but I want to do it again where it's a male singer, rapper. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. I just want to create, man. I just want to make some dope shit.
What would you say was the biggest challenge of making this project?
Man, the biggest challenge of making this project. It's a good one. Man, sheesh. The biggest challenge was figuring out, man, shit.
Up a little bit. Yeah.
Because I don't want to just, how sometimes you just get a question, you just start saying shit and you ain't really answer a question for real.
Yeah. You can get back to it though.
Yeah, let's come back to it. That's a good one.
Another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like good music can be created without being vulnerable?
I feel like good music can be created without being vulnerable. I can't say yes or no, right? I got to pick either yes or no.
You can answer
however I want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yes and no because, like, for example, right? You got records that are written by other artists that artists sing, but they never been through those situations.
Right.
They just were the voice.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So, you got records like that. And that artist or that songwriter that was completely vulnerable. And then that other artist that just literally that's a dope song, literally just said all your lyrics for you. Never been through what you've been through. Just know how to cultivate the emotion and how to execute the record. You get what I'm saying?
Perform it, basically.
Exactly, perform it. And that's a great song, but that artist's not vulnerable. But yeah, I don't think you gotta be vulnerable for it to be a good song. You know, you could just be talking type shit for real. Like, I don't think I think vulnerability is just a part. It's just a part of the ingredients of a good song. But now I don't think it's subjected to just all songs, vulnerability.
Because it seems like in society, people take music more in when it's like, I guess, quote unquote, negative or like people going through things.
Yeah.
Because I guess you kind of open up through the music.
Yeah.
So that could be an angle, where some people could be like, yeah, I like it when the artists, go through this. Now,
No,
like they say, oh, I like the old Weekend, but the whole time he could have been like perked up or
right.
But that music slaps,
Right.
It's timeless.
Right. So I mean, I understand too. Like it also too. I think I agree though. Like that vulnerability is definitely is a extreme ingredient to making good music. Or sometimes sometimes the song's not. Maybe the song don't got to be good. It's just that song is like, damn, that dude was mad vulnerable on that record. You know what I'm saying? Like some records, like I'm just, what I'm saying? Somebody could say the most craziest shit that they've been through, but that don't mean the song is fire. It's just like, oh shit, I can't believe that guy or that girl went through that. But I definitely do agree though. The more, the vulnerable and when your fans attached to that, or they just know something about you that they didn't know, or even also too, like they can relate. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ripped my pants during the show. I'm just saying shit. Mm-hmm. And somebody is like, oh shit, I ripped my pants in school too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely vulnerability and relatability is, I think relatability makes a song really good, in my opinion.
That is very true.
Because if people can relate to it, then you got one.
And they'll go back to it too and keep listening.
Exactly. So
do you feel like with your project being 12 songs, do you feel like you aim for 12 songs or was it a different process for that?
I don't think the reason why. See, now I'm glad you said that. I'm going to answer that question from the other question before.
Yeah.
The challenging thing was how many songs that I wanted to be on it. The reason why is because we're in a time where if you see 20 songs, you're running away. Unless you really fuck with that artist. Because Drake do a 23, 25, I'm going to bump that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bump that. Because if Cole do a 20, 25, I'm going to bump that. Kendrick do a 20, I'm going to bump that. But when you up and coming, bro, you up against so much more. Like, you up and coming and say you've never listened to my music and you see me, I got 20 songs, you're not about to bump that. You feel me? You'll probably I have a higher chance of you bumping my music if it's like 4 or 5. Like I got a high chance, but 10, 12 is even more slimmer unless you really, really fuck with me. That's why I think if you really was a genuine fan from a supporter since college, you probably bumped all 12 or at least more than 5. You get what I'm saying? So that was the biggest challenge. And challenge for me is how many songs I wanted. Cause I'm like, man, I just want people to listen to my shit. So I'm like, yo, I don't know if I want 12. I was really aiming for like 7 to 9. For real, because I just wanted people to listen to from through to through. But then I'm realizing now it's like, yo, man.
On the flip side, that could be compromising too because you feel like, damn, I want this song to really be out, but these songs are better, but I also want people to hear this one.
I agree.
So it's like, damn, like now I'm, keeping that off the vault. People may never hear it.
Right.
So it's tough, but I also think it relates to the times now.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I ask you this question, let's say 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
You may have done the 20-song project.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe.
Yeah, I probably will.
Because the attention span is different back then and now. And I kind of don't like that, like in society. Like, a lot of people, attention span is small.
Yeah.
Oh, this song is 5 minutes. I'm not going to listen to it. But hey, it could be 5 minutes of straight bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a common ground I guess you got to find.
It was a 5 minutes. I was listening to, because I'm challenging myself to listen to Kanye's entire discography. From start to finish, currently, and that's something I started in college. Like I went through Drake's, I was doing Jay's, but I want to do that. It's going through an artist discography and take things and learn things, so I can. That's some of my things I do in preparation when I'm working on a new project.
Yeah.
So I was listening to the reason why I'm even bringing that up is because I was listening to Slow Jams by Kanye. That song is 5 minutes. I played it back probably like 2-3 times. I think twice. But I would have played it back again. But I was like, yo, quiet, let's finish the album. But that song is 5 minutes. So I think sometimes that shit is be a facade. That whole it's 5 minutes, I'm not listening to it. Yo, if that shit good, you're gonna keep running it back over and over and over. You don't care about the time because time is obviously what is it? A man, what is it called?
Human construct.
A human construct.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It's all about the moment we in right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know what time it is right now, but it feel like the time has gone though. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So
like for example, like in Her Laws, Hours of Silence.
Yeah.
That song is almost 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I replay that shit over and over. Like he's talking some shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So goes back to your point. Like if the song is good and it's relatable and it makes you feel something, you might go back regardless of the length of the time, You
feel me? Because
whereas sometimes like the artist could do a song for a minute 30.
Yeah.
It'll be like, let's say a verse and one hook, the song is done.
Yeah.
And it's like maybe I want something more,
Right. So it's a play of the thing. And I wanted to also say too, like that whole that whole challenge which I'm never gonna do that again. The whole man, 10 to 12 records, man. I just want people to listen to my shit. I don't want a long project. What I was doing right there, that's a thing that I know chefs is gonna know what I'm talking about. You're never supposed to have the what's the thing, like the customers or whatever in the kitchen. You need to finish cooking first and then you give them the dish. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop. I have to stop cooking with the audience and the people in mind before I finish. Because that's first, it's putting unnecessary pressure on my mind and my creativity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have to finish the art, finish the dish, and then give it out. You get what I'm saying? And if the fans or the supporters like, oh, I don't want onions. I want less onions. All right, cool. But I need to be done what I'm doing first. I need to finish what I'm doing. Forget about what you want. I need to focus on what I want. And then when it's out, then it's out. Because once it's out, I learned that from, I know Dr. Dre said this, once the music is out, it's all business. You know what I'm saying? It's out of my control. And that's real shit, though. It's out of my control once I release it. So, it's public, what they call it, public consumption. Right. So that's I just wanted to bring that back up. That's what I was doing. That's one of my biggest challenges. I was letting people in the kitchen before I finished cooking. You feel me?
Would you say your whole time as an artist, have you ever had a situation, like a standout situation where you've had like whether it's a bad critique, bad reviews, something about you artistically, musically? And if so, was it like from your perspective, was it from a place of like, damn, this person is hating rather than like giving me actual criticism?
You know what's so funny? I haven't got any criticism from like that as of yet.
Okay.
I know it's coming though.
Okay.
Because I know as long as you keep growing and the more audience and more customers and more people taste your food, you're going to have more opinions.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You see what happens with Drake and he drops his project. He has millions of opinions because his music is so global. So many people have.
The world stops.
Or get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, no, I haven't got that as of yet. Not saying I'm looking for the hate or anything like that, but I haven't got something like that yet. But I've heard things from my close ones where they be like, yo, this record right here it's not moving me, or like you could come harder, or like, yo, like this record is cool, but like, you didn't say anything that caught me. So I don't think of it as hating. I think about it like, I bet, you know what I'm saying? You being honest. I appreciate it. And then it all comes down to whether I either want to accept that, do something with it, or I'm like, all right, cool. I appreciate your opinion. But if I believe in the art and I believe in what I got going on, I'm going to just let it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to just, for me, if I'm content with it. And this is I'm going to be honest too, this project is the first project I've actually been content. Like, yo, I'm content with every record. Like, I listened to the project yesterday from top to finish. And I'm like, yo, this is solid. I actually don't got a record I would skip. Like, the project I dropped before, I got records where I'm like, I could have kept that all for, I'm going to skip that, But now this project right here, I'm like, okay, I could see the growth. I could see, oh, shit, this is some actually decent records. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about my shit,
Okay. I know that we spoke a couple months back that you made a post where on Instagram, when you was talking about independent versus being signed to like a label or something.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, I don't know if you remember your poll results, but which side do you think most people chose?
What's so funny? First off, I've been getting that conversation a lot. Like, I've been hearing a lot of indie sign a label. I think something's coming. Don't know what it is. But I feel like, you know, but surprisingly, a lot of my supporters told me, Quad, stay indie and build.
So they chose that
They
side.
chose indie. They
Okay.
didn't want me to sign. I'm like, all right, cool. That's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because my supporters, they're not in the music like how I am. You know what I'm saying? That's not their career path. But it's so interesting to see like how people, you know what I'm saying, what they would want for me. And I took it and I'm like, all right, cool. If that's what y'all will want, that's cool. Even though I was just asking just to see what people's mind was
Yeah.
at, like if they've seen me signing or whatever the case may be. But no, I'm gonna take the advice and I'm gonna definitely do indie and build because I want to build the leverage, you know. I just want to come to the table, you know, with something to offer. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just come to the table and you basically got everything to offer and I just got shit. I ain't got shit, but nothing. You get what I'm saying? So that's what it comes to business. You need to have something to offer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I would say at some point a label may be needed. Like
I agree.
At some point, I feel like from what I've seen, it's very rare for like an artist to be like fully independent and still be like successful. Like, yeah, you hear about like Russ.
Yeah.
But Russ is not like Drake, Kanye,
Right.
Cole, like in terms of promotion.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Like
Correct.
he has a strong following for his core fan base.
Correct.
But it's not like a global thing where everybody listens to Russ, you know?
Correct.
But what works for him, he has, again, his loyal fan base.
Correct.
So it works for him in terms of independent artist.
Right. And that's what I want.
Yeah. And I do get too that a lot of people like they fear like being signed, you know, like you kind of gotta compromise like things with your music.
Yeah.
The A&R aspect of it. You know, making songs that are hits rather than like making songs that you want.
Yeah.
So those are things that, you know, you gotta value and see. But then it's like you're independent, you have more creativity, you have more freedom, but you may not have the budget for it. You may not have the placements in the playlist in Spotify and stuff like that, billboards, you know?
Correct. So it's a pros and cons thing. It's a pros and cons thing. Some I've thought about, but I haven't gave too much because like I want to get to a level where I got, bro, like my big goal right now, and I could be transparent with you.
Mm-hmm.
My biggest goal right now when it comes to the music shit, bro, I just want to be able to make money and I ain't got to work at my job no more, bro.
Nah, for sure.
But shout out my job, Amazon, my boss, Mr. Moraldo. Shout out my boss. You feel me? He support me, support the music, buy my merch. You feel me? I got a dope ass boss. You feel me? So, you know, I'm just saying all that to say, like, you feel me? Don't get mad if you watch this shit. I'm just, you feel me? He know where my dream and where my heart is at. But I just want to make music where I'm getting paid, bro. Like, I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got to deliver 400 packages, you know what I'm saying, in a day. You feel me? I just want to make the records and I'm making money off my art. That's my next goal for myself. You know, I set goals with this shit. Like goals, okay, this is how much people I want to listen to my shit. This is how much fan supporters I want. Okay, this is how much I want to make off merch. Whatever the case may be. So that's the next level for me. That's what I want to do. Once I get to that level, then okay, cool. All right, whatever the next goal is, whatever that may be, will be whatever that is. And then I don't mind signing to a major because they have, like you said, they got the machine, man. They got the machine. They got everything. Bro, they got everything over there, bro. They got everything. They got the machine. Imagine you got 200 people pushing your project, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They got the budget. They got the endless budget. You could do whatever you want, but it comes with a price. When you indie, you can do whatever you want too, but you only getting paid. You only could do what you can afford.
And how, as far as you go too.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's done. So I mean, it depends on how, honestly, give me like, bro, next time we do an interview, man, like give me, you know what I'm saying? I'll be letting you know what I'm really doing for real. But right now I want to build on my fan base and building it up and making livable income, bro, where this is what I'm doing. This is paying for my lifestyle and everything I got going on. Until then, I ain't gonna stop, you know. Then, you know, I'll think about the label type shit.
Why would you stop?
Why would I stop? Real shit.
So question real quick. So let's say in the future you have, speaking into existence, like let's say you have the leverage.
Yeah.
The balls in your court, right?
Yeah.
If you had to choose a label that you ideally would want to sign for, you'd be like, yo, this is the label that I've always wanted to be a part of. What's that label for you?
That's a good one. That's a really good one, Brody. All jokes aside, that's a really good question. Ain't nobody asked me that. So, you know, I mean, I became a fan of hip hop since, bro. I was born in 1997. The first album I could remember listening to was fucking Get Rich or Die Trying. That's '03. I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
And, you know, 50 was on Encoded.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm like, yo, Encoded. You know, when you growing up, you wanted to be a part of Rockefeller.
Right.
So, you know, it's Rock Nation now. Honestly, I'm gonna just say it, man. I wouldn't mind signing to Rock Nation. I wouldn't, because, you know, they, you know what I'm saying, you got a guy over there, man, the founder that's putting in the work, that's where I'm from, that could relate to me. Give me all the wisdom and game that I need to get me to the next level. But I wouldn't just subject myself to that label. I honestly, this A&R, his name is Dallas Martin. He's the one that was working with Meek Mill. This is like, you know, he A&R'd the project, like the intro. You know, the intro is that's the
classic intro.
Classic intro.
Yeah.
Roddy, you know, the box. He was fucking with Nip, Victory Lap. He was doing, you know, MMG shit. So I just want to work with, you know what I'm saying, like him. I would say wherever a label. I think I forgot. I don't want to butcher the name of the label he on, but the label that he with, because I know he fuck with, you know what I'm saying, he in my vein, that type of music. Like I like that type of rap, that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I think he could really work with me and get me to another level, just on some musical shit. Like, yo, bro, this is the certain record that I think that's gonna post the culture, shit like that. I want records like that post the culture. So yeah, I mean, that's where the top of my mind is right now. But also too, last thing, when it comes to label, if I do go to a label, man, I want to go where it's prime real estate. And what I mean by that is I go to a label where ain't no big artists on there. Like, I'm just throwing names out there, like I say Drake or Nicki or a Wayne, where all the resources and attention is going to them because they're so huge.
And they'll get like 80% of the
budget, right? They get, and I get like 20, 15.
Yeah.
Put me somewhere where I get full, or if I'm getting a high percentage of the attention, the push to get me to the next level. You get what I'm saying? And I just think I feel like that's fair, because you go somewhere where there's already thousands of big artists, you're not going to get that much attention. You might get a little bit, you know what I'm saying, from a building. I don't need that. So I would rather go to a label where it ain't too much artists or too much rappers on there. So they like, you know what? Ain't really too much big artists, big rappers here. So we're going to do everything we can to get you to the next level. And I would want to go to one of those like that. So
I feel like the only thing that I wish the labels were better at, like in this era, I feel like they don't really focus on like artist development no more.
What is artist development, bro? What does that look like to you?
An artist that's very raw, like you can see potential, but you know, they might even tune in maybe how to structure their hooks, how to structure their verses.
Okay.
Maybe timing their punchlines.
Okay.
Working their structures with like a 12 verse versus 24, 36.
Okay.
You know?
So that's more so craft. That's what you say artist development is. Okay.
Right. And you work through those things, how to interview yourself publicly, the PR aspect of it.
Okay.
Whereas now I feel like artists get signed because they already have a hit song out.
Yeah.
Whereas back then it might not have been like that. They actually take artists that are young.
Yeah.
And you will see them like grow through the years.
Right, like a boot camp type shit.
Like a boot camp.
Okay.
And I feel like that kind of reflects in the music that's out now, because you see a lot of artists that they drop 1, 2, 3 hits and it's like they full of crazy. Whereas you could be like, damn, I thought this artist would be here.
Yeah.
But they went here. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
So and as labels in general, I feel like they would be better in that. Maybe the music changes again, because again, music changes every couple of years, bro.
Yeah.
Every 5 years is a different trend of music, and it's a different process.
Yeah.
The landscape of music, and it starts, from the top, the guys that are super mainstream, all the way to the bottom. Bro.
Yeah.
So
I agree. I think also too. I think that's why one of the reasons why I heard this from Nip. He said this in the interview. I think with Wallow. He was just like, the advice he would give like upcoming artists is to kind of like master your independence.
Yeah.
So I think that's where the artist development, I think now, the new artist development is, the longer you are indie, the longer you're going to develop. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I do interviews, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm working on my craft, or, you know what I'm saying, I'm working on my style, or I find different people to help me with PR and public relations and how to present myself to social media and places and shit like that. So I think me being indie is would definitely help with my leverage. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the new artist development is. You got to do it yourself, I think. you know.
Yeah, I feel like you said, is more on yourself.
Yeah.
And again, not many artists can do everything on themselves. So
I,
it's like it's kind of like a battle within the music
yeah.
industry right now.
Yeah.
What would you say are your top 3 favorite projects or songs this year that is not from you?
Okay. Top 3 projects this year and
Or
songs.
songs, whichever. Yeah.
I'm gonna throw Killer Mike.
Okay.
Michael. Gonna throw that in there. Reason I'm gonna do the another one. It's another project, man. Sheesh.
It's a lot of music that
It's
came
a
out.
lot.
It's kind of dry now towards the end of the year, but
I've been bumping, like, you know, For All the Dogs a lot. I fuck with For All the Dogs.
did you like it at first though?
No, I was, bro.
First listen.
Bro, I'm not, bro. I've been bumping Drake, bro, for me since '08. So it's nothing like I done seen the ascension, bro. I seen it. You get what I'm saying? So I don't give a fuck with the main or all these other people. Bro, I listen to it because I give that guy the grace. You know what I'm saying? Without that, bro, without him, I don't think I tell these people, like, without him and him making his music, I wouldn't be making music.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So I give him, he gets the automatic grace. Whatever he drop, I'm listening. Just like a Kanye. Whatever Kanye drop, you get the grace. I'm going to listen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking nobody else's opinion. I'm going to listen to it for myself. So first listen, I was fucking with it. Like, you know, the intro was a little different, you know, for me. But just like all Drake music, it's going to grow.
This one definitely grew on me over time.
It grew?
This is probably one of the few projects that I didn't really like or first listen like that.
Word.
So, and I'm a big Drake fan, so
Right.
surprisingly, it was tough for me. But it's definitely grown on me.
Oh.
Scary Hours is growing on me.
Scary Hours.
So
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta bump that. I bumped it like one time.
Yo, The Shoe Fits, bro.
The Shoe Fits is one
Listen
of those.
to that, bro.
All right.
The Shoe Fits, bro.
I was fucking with the him and Cole shit.
The Evil Ways.
Evil Ways.
Oh man,
I love that.
I was telling him earlier. I'm like, yo, I like what I miss about hip hop now too. Like, you have artists like let's say you and me are collabing for something, right?
Good looking, bro.
Let's say we in the studio, like we go back and forth within the same verse structure.
Right.
That's a thing that was like common back then, you know.
Right.
Kanye used to do that with Hov.
Right.
He used to do that with Big Sean, you know.
Right.
You don't really see that nowadays. So, but the fact that like Cole and Drake teamed up again and did a song like that, that's dope, bro.
I'm just looking for the projects.
Yeah.
That, you know what I'm saying. So I said Killer Mike shit. Definitely Killer Mike. Shit, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My shit. Oh yeah, you said it's not. You said not mine.
Why would you stop?
Right, but I'm not just saying. I swear, I'm not just saying my project just because it's me. I'm actually saying it because I'm real highly critical of my shit. If it wasn't, it wasn't. I just go back and I actually could listen to what I was conveying. So it's actually decent music for me to listen to, as if it wasn't my own.
Right.
But put my shit to the side. I fuck with I put For All the Dogs. I said Killer Mike, Michael. Man, there's a lot, man. Damn, bro.
That was it's a tough question.
That is a tough question, man. Cause I honestly, I'm gonna be honest, man. I listen to a lot of people's projects, but ain't shit was a favorite. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to explain that. And I'm just being honest, man. I ain't even trying to be on some like hate. I just know hate.
I mean, I don't even think it's the best year of music, personally. It's tough. Like, of course, it's good music within the year, but there's other years that stand out, you know?
Yeah, you know, because I don't want to be on some shit like I was gonna say another album that came out like 1970. And I still fuck with Marvin Gaye's album, What's Going On. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on that.
Marvin Gaye, that guy.
Yeah. You know, I'm big on those. I still listen to, because I'm, like I said, I'm working on something new right now and I'm going back to the 70s. I'm going back to listening to the Five Heartbeats and the Spinners and shit like that. I know people that our age like, who the fuck are those people? But
I like that you're saying that, because like a lot of artists like our age or even younger, they're not going back to listen to old music. They're not going back, and it's not even hip hop, like other genres too.
Yeah.
You can get inspiration like that.
Yeah.
Maybe you create a sample out of that. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like a lot of people don't do their history. You kind of gotta do your research in your own
Right,
thing.
right.
If you're an artist, you want to listen to other music and compare too. You know?
I agree.
And you grow from that.
I agree.
And it's again why I like Drake so much. Like this guy's a sample king, bro.
Correct.
He listens to music, bro.
Correct.
Different artists, different genres, bro.
Correct.
So
you gotta grow. But yeah, man, that's a tough question. But a song though, I'm gonna tell you a song I really fuck with. I got some songs I really fuck with.
Yeah,
like I fuck with Lola Brooke's song "You" with Bryson Tiller.
Okay.
Love that song. Fire. It's a sample. I think Foxy Brown made that record. I forgot the name of that. I fuck with that.
Okay.
I fuck with I ain't gonna lie, my favorite song is "Tried Our Best" by Drake.
Oh,
tough.
Fuck my ass. Yeah.
"Tried Our Best" is tough. It's another song. A girl put me onto it. Shit, fucking forgot the name. It's like a Cali song though. Oh man, why the fuck I don't know the name. And I'm gonna be tight because once we finish, I'm gonna look for it and find it. I'm gonna remember it. Ooh. But it's a tough song. She put me on, man. That was a fire song. But I still listen to party shit too. The Party Pack. I listen to Party Next Door. That's one of my favorite artists. So I don't know. It wasn't a project that was a favorite, but I'll say For All the Dogs, definitely. I said my shit. Killer Mike. Yeah. Definitely Killer Mike. Killer Mike, he definitely that's the first project I've ever listened to him before. He's from Atlanta.
Got a show on Netflix too.
He got a show on Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Yeah, he's from Atlanta. Another guy with the thought, like a highly, you could just tell he's highly intelligent. The music, you could just hear when somebody is serious about their craft in the music. You know, that serious about the production, the sonics, the themes of the records. You know, it wasn't no records where he was just like, yo, man, I'm gonna just throw some shit on it. Fuck it. It's like, no, these records were like, you know, definitely placed, and he definitely hit his goal.
And with him too, like, he might not be like the most mainstream, but within the industry, a lot of people respect him.
They respect him.
And respect his you know, process of creating music, like a lot of bars, serious stuff, and him as a person, like he does a lot of community work.
Him as a person, right?
Real estate and other things too. So good person, man. Like salute to him.
Yeah.
What would you say are your plans for 2024 for quality, or like where do you see yourself, or things that you trying to approach into next year?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I want to grow. I want to grow my audience next year. I want to do a little bit more visuals, more content. I want people to really like. Get to know me, understand who I am and what I like, why I do the music shit.
Yeah.
I definitely want people to like listen to my music and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like really get something from it. I want to just grow as an artist. I want to be bigger than what I am now. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's personal, but shit, I ain't gonna lie. I want to be more fit, son. It's really that time for me. You know, I want to be more fit. I want to like just look more healthy and just look in the mirror and be like, damn, it's a good looking nigga right there. You know what I'm saying?
Why would I stop?
No, but that, of course, you know, I want to make more money, but I want to just not just make more money for my dolly. I kind of really want to like make money with friends. You know what I'm saying? I really want to do more like just more personal development work and growing, more reading. I'm already an avid reader, but I want to do more reading and bettering my discipline and bettering my focus. So just a lot of putting that umbrella of more personal development. What else, man? Flights. I want to take more trips. I want to go to some more places I ain't been yet.
As needed.
Yeah. Man.
I recommend you Aruba, bro.
Where?
Aruba.
Aruba? Where's that at specifically?
It's on the coast of Venezuela, in the Caribbean.
Okay.
About like 4.5 hours.
4.5 hours? Resort or just there? Be there?
Anywhere, bro.
Anywhere?
Airbnb.
Okay.
Hotel, it doesn't matter. It's called One Happy Island, bro.
Word.
You're gonna come back and you'll be happy as fuck, bro.
One Happy Island. Nah,
with that being said, let's take a quick intermission.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll be back.
Yes, sir. We'll be back.
Resuming live. We back. Equality.
We are back. My brother, man, as a appreciation, bro. I already let you know I got this for you, but one of the main reasons why I'm giving you the hoodie, man, is because you've been supporting me since college. I'm saying you seen me. We did a pageant together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of history facts.
Yeah.
You feel me? We done been in the trenches together, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? It's bigger than this interview. So, this brotherhood with this guy, man, is been, some years in the making. I know you was gonna be at the release party as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know it was a flood that day, but
Yeah.
all of those things and all those actions and everything, all of the support, listen to my project, giving me a opportunity to express it. I just wanted to give you this hoodie, bro.
Appreciate
it. As a token of my appreciation, man. And there's more to come. This is, Why Would I Stop merch
Why would
right
I
here.
stop?
Exclusive, brother.
Why would I stop?
So I appreciate you, bro.
Why would I stop?
Thank you so much, man. And
Thank you, man.
Yeah, and of course, bro. Just make sure we
we
yeah,
promoting this, bro.
Promote, you know what I'm saying? We put up a fly fit, you know what I'm saying?
I like this, bro.
Hell yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah,
Thank you,
bro.
So we have a little segment here. We would like Quality to perform a little acapella for you guys.
Yeah, man.
Show a little season. And yeah, man, we here again. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of your growth.
Thank you, bro. Means a lot coming from you, man.
It's dope to be able to reconnect again and have our second interview now.
Facts. More to come.
And it'll be more to come in the future. So, we've been out the air for a while. I'm glad we're back.
Yes, sir.
I got a business partner, Coven. You want to show yourself in the camera? Pull up real quick, bro. We here. This is my guy, man. This is my guy right here, bro. Yes, sir.
Solid dude,
you're gonna see him more in the camera more often. And 2024, we up, man.
Yes,
Encoded Media LLC. You know.
Encoded, man.
I'll leave you the floor, Quad.
All right, man. Go. Look. They said a young nigga gave up on the music. Nah, nigga, I was just improving. I just sat back and preed all y'all movements, jotted down my notes. Here's my conclusion, that I gotta take this shit to another level. They stealing on my flows like this shit was embezzled. Let me run it back. That's when you just going. Okay. They said a young nigga gave up on the music. Nah, nigga, I was just improving. I just sat back and preed all y'all movements, jotted down my notes. Here's my conclusion, that I gotta raise this shit to another level. They stealing on my flows like this shit was embezzled. I won't say names, can't make you feel special. Killing all these rappers wasn't in my schedule. They compared me to Wale and Cole. I'm so locked in, I'm in a league of my own. A lot of New York rappers, but I feel alone. And why would I ask? I take the throne. I snap on tracks. I'm in the zone. And this is all facts. They sing my songs and they run it back. Just check their phones. The best of New York is set in stone. I did this on my own. No stamp for no OG. Before I rose shaking, you niggas didn't know me. Then they want to come around acting like they know me. Then they want to come around and try to big bro me. But how you my mans, you ain't never sent plays. How you my mans, but you led me astray. And how you my mans, you ain't never split a plate. Man, I'm talking about them 4 for 4 days. Look, a young nigga, he hungry, he got that fire. It take time to build the empire. Yeah, man, we done, man. I don't want to kill you guys. That was fun, man.